Sapna toota hai. You want to sing it, man? This is the time to sing it.
तो दिल बना दूंगा
Bobby,
the
I think yeah, no one post to you, bro. I don't know if this is true. I am the after the loss to USA, he's locked himself inside his room. Yeah, he's jumping from his bed like. I
what?
understand. He's jumping from his bed. I don't know. He's inside his washroom for about 1, 2, 3 hours. I don't know. I think this will make it even worse for him.
Ah,
Be-
definitely.
because it's not because he lost to India. The kind of match he lost to.
Yeah, yeah.
ಯಾನ್ ಬರ್ಪ ಯಾನ್ ಅಂದ ಎನ್ನ ಈ ಸತಿ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ನಕುಲುಲ್ಲಾರ ದಾಕುಲು ಪಂದಿದಿತ್ತೆ ನಾನೊಂದು ಡೈರಿ ತೋಜುನೆಜ್ಜ ಗೊತ್ತುಜಿ ಬರೆದಿತ್ತೆ ದ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಟುಡೇ
Points
ಬಿಕಾಸ್
to discuss. Yeah,
ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನ
yeah.
ಬಂತೇರೆ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಮೇಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಅಂಡ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟಾಕ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಫ್ಯೂ ಆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್
Actually, even
ಯಾ
I have
ಯಾ
written
ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್
points.
ಟು ಟಾಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಔಟ್
See here.
the thing is first of all ನಮ್ಮ great paisa vasulata it's a great game to introduce to a new country.
Yeah, definitely. I think it was a perfect setup, even though the pitch was abysmal. No matter what you say, pitch was bad, but I guess it's a good way for a game to be introduced to a uh, whole new what market,
Whole
if you can
market,
say
whole
that.
new continent,
Yeah,
in fact, and the entire of North
yeah,
America.
the entire continent.
Y-
And credit to them, both the teams from North America, both of them, USA and Canada, are fairly doing well, and they're catering to their audience really well.
I think one of the reasons why they're doing really well is that if you compare to all these big teams, they play a lot of franchise cricket. They don't play together as a team a lot often. But teams
Hmm.
like USA, Oman, or any other team, they do not have that luxury of playing around the world. They've been playing together. It's so important to play together as a team as well. So I
Yeah.
think that's one of the key reasons why it's the performance is coming out really good.
Yeah, I guess because they have toiled hard together. Maybe that team bonding has been exceptional, where each person knows their role, very structurally, they are organized accordingly to the strength of the players. I feel that is why they are doing so well. Credit to them, dude, because it's not easy to come into a big tournament and cause such huge upsets uh, in the opening matches itself.
So yeah, that's about what's USA and what others been doing. Kudos to them. We've always
Yeah,
up for expansion of cricket. Although
correct.
the pitcher should have been great. This is not the way to
Yeah.
introduce a new game
Yeah.
to a new country.
What I felt happened was you see the pitch in Dallas. That was good where USA and Pakistan match happened.
Yeah,
The pitch looked good there. There was no uneven bounce or
yeah.
something. But I feel
Not a flat track by any chance, but it's a good
huh,
competitive track.
competitive pitch. But what I felt ICC did was they wanted to bring the biggest game to the biggest city of
Right.
probably the biggest city that
Yeah,
is the nerve center of USA, that is
yeah.
New York City,
One of the
and
biggest cities in
maybe
the world also.
yeah, and they created a whole new ground.
Yep.
Dallas Stadium existed since long time,
This is a
but
temporary.
uh,
This is a temporary
with the
infrastructure.
drop in pitches and everything, what can you expect? It will be either a hit or a miss, and
Yeah.
this looks like a complete
That
miss.
is true. But let's talk about tomorrow's game itself. I have not watched it. I lost all hopes and I was pretty sleepy also.
Yeah.
So I went to sleep. But Shreyank in the morning sends me this, ಅಪ್ಪಗೆ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾನು?
Kafila
Okay,
Karada.
there's some twist in the script. There's some twist in the script. Then I
So
watched it.
Jaisha turned no,
Yeah.
Jaisha literally turned up and was like, "You think on my father's and Modi's oath-taking ceremony, I would let India lose?" So it was like kind of script.
Bro, I think this game happened in parts, bro. First, India was in the game. Then, great comeback by Pakistan. Then
Yeah,
again, they were batting. This sudden collapse. It's just a tug of war between the two teams. And
yeah,
India were clinical in the end. We'll talk about that.
yeah,
Now, was batting it barka. Batting
yeah.
mannagan baredite mulpa. First, nama collapse ಬಗ್ಗೆ banka.
We have a
Rohit
lot of notes.
Asaruji, because Rohit and Virat both fell attackingly. Virat also, people are telling what performance. It's just two games, guys. The dude averages
Yeah,
50 in international T20 cricket. Yeah, and
yeah,
attack Malpunad, I have no problem with you get out with intent. Although it was a loose shot, like we discussed, it's okay. Rohit also, again, man, inclusion in the team itself is very skeptical. International T20, I'm telling, no great
yeah.
performances over the last few, World Cup seasons. But yesterday's, dismissals, I wouldn't blame it on him. It's a huge boundary that side. He played his shot
Yeah.
when Paul fell for it. The team was going well up until 84-3. Then the collapse happened. That's where these criminals come in. Three criminals actually that I want to pinpoint. One is Sky, the plastic
Yeah.
420 degree player. And then there's this Prodeja. He has no business playing international T20 for India. I
Okay.
all-rounder Kotad is playing. And another one
Yeah.
is our favorite Shivam Dube. Now, and Heath Pathar there. Now it's up to you. Then what do you make of this batting?
Initially, we looked like there was trying to show intent, even though it was difficult because with the overcast condition and the pitch having some moisture, no ball was swinging crazy.
Yep,
You saw
yep.
the
He is
way they were
double
able
pace.
to get the swing, and maybe that is why the downfall of Virat happened. It was a correct shot, but due to the extra swing, what
Hmm.
happened? It hit the toe end of the bat. But I applaud the intent. I would rather have him become fall to such a ball rather than some
Teammate in a shot, yeah.
yeah, very loose shot or something like that. So it was okay till then. Then I feel again, as we spoke about Pant being the X factor, because putting him in number three position, he's always going to be that kind of. It's almost like they want to counter attack. Whatever, no matter what the situation is, even if they are set, they want to look to build up on it. If they are having a setback of 1 2 wickets, he will come in and try and put the ballers under the pressure.
Hmm.
So credits there. We spoke about it, like Mitchell Marsh, what was done with Australia in 2021, the Dubai World Cup.
Yep.
So he turned out to be that turned out to be a really good move. So Pant, I can agree. Then the comedy starts. Then the number four, number five, number six. Oh my God, I don't even want to go there because Sky, I feel outside of one Khade, he has been piss poor in his shot selection or the application in the game. I am not sure what is wrong. I want to give him the benefit of doubt just for because he has stacked up runs in an international. It's still fine. Sky, even though I have to be very critical, I would rather okay let him go off the hook for now. Okay, then comes the main culprits. Shivam Dube and Ravindra Jadeja. Because Shivam Dube, I'll tell you one thing. We have been speaking about it since years, since his RCB days. Without footwork, you may survive in a flat track atmosphere like in India, where you can hit the ball through the line because that is what happens. Ball doesn't move. There is no lateral movement. There's no movement seeming off the pitch. So what you can do is you can hit the ball through the line. But now, in conditions where the ball is stopping and coming or it is swinging, you have to apply your footwork. You have to reach for the ball, or either you have to cover this thing. Nothing.
Just a
There is absolutely nothing.
projected shot. I mean, that's a typical Shivam Dube dismissal. If you know him, we know him from RCB days, and then suddenly
Exactly.
he became a god at CSK.
At CSK.
Yeah, I
Dude,
mean,
his whole reputation since many these past two IPLs is a spin basher. So
yeah,
basically, if there is spin, Dubai is in the game. But when you're going outside to big tournaments like ICC, it's a whole new ball game, dude. It's not going to be like you'll have 2 3 spinners bowling at you in a moment where you every situation that you come in will not be favorable. So that is when the application of your technique comes to play, and that is where without his footwork, I have no clue how will he survive some of the onslaught that will be coming in. And
and
to the next
yeah,
person,
yeah,
I'll finish this.
yeah. Finish off, yeah.
Next person, I don't know why he's in the team. Even if it is purely based on reputation, he has no reputation in T20 cricket for India. Absolutely nothing. Zilch. There's nothing that Jadeja has done that warrants him to start for India. Okay, fielding, you can make a case. Bowling, still 50-50 about it. I read a stat. Uh, Jadeja has less six and fours than
Rinku Singh. Yep, I was gonna. Yeah,
Rinku Singh,
Rinku
who has
Singh.
played almost
11 games.
50. He has just played 11 games,
Just
and the
11
one who has played.
T20 international for India. And Jadeja, he's been playing forever. But yeah, Rinku has more boundaries, stacked up against Jadeja's tally, which just speaks how, important these T20 crickets are for him. Because yesterday's,
Yeah,
it's the kind of dismissal. See, Sky also, there was no elevation. I mean, on a track like that, that's something, that shot is something you play on a Mumbai track or a Bangalore track.
yeah.
You play through the line, it goes off. But on those tracks, I'll give credit to Pakistani bowlers as well. They came back amazingly good. I mean, their
Yeah,
ball
yeah.
is always good. I know condition like that, they are going to keep attacking at you.
See, because the pitch. the ball is coming doesn't is not coming onto the bat. It's stopping in the pitch, and when it's stopping in the pitch, you play as close to the body because you don't want to go and prod onto the ball away from your
Exactly.
body. Because the moment you play away from the body, what happens? Either it's going to get loud, like how Jadeja got dismissed, how Sky got dismissed, because these batsmen have been purely playing on flat tracks where the ball will
Hmm.
come nicely onto the bat, where you can
Exactly.
play your shot. There is value for your shots hitting through the line. But here, when you have to apply, you play your shots on the back foot or something. But if they're not doing that, then I don't know. I don't know how much of the applications they'll do going forward into the game. I'm genuinely scared because
I
this
mean,
feels grave to
the
lose.
number where Shivam Dube plays, it's very important in T20 cricket. He's a game maker actually, especially
Yeah,
when wickets fall down, and it happens more than not often in conditions like this. I don't
yeah,
know. It was a no-brainer for me to drop out a guy like Rinku. He is head and shoulders a better batsman, technically more sound, and more importantly, he has a great game awareness, which Shivam
yeah,
Dube lacks
yeah.
big time. Big time.
Correct. Because even with this is where I feel the impact role has
Yeah.
played an absolutely abysmal role for Indian players in IPL. Because what happens, Shivam has always been the impact player this season. So
Hmm.
what he has done, he has come into certain situation where he knows what he is supposed to do.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like you're going out, go hit. You're going out, go hit the ball
Hmm.
out of the park. That kind of where the spinners are in play. That is the time when he used to club. But that is when the application of your awareness, game awareness, is needed in such big tournaments, because there is no hiding from the fact that you will be under pressure no matter what. No matter what the situation, there is
No
always a
escape.
bowler who
Yesterday
will
he
come
was
on.
exploited big time. His catching, his
And
body language in the field, which we've already talked about. Oh
see,
God.
again with fielding, though that catch attempt of Rizwan was so poor. The
Hmm.
ball is low and you're not even your knees are not bent.
Yep.
Dude, you're going like this.
Yeah. He's
How are you
falling
able
over.
to catch a ball?
The technique itself was wrong.
Was so wrong, because again there also it shows that because he was impact player who was just coming in playing his uh,
Hmm.
playing the as a batsman and then going out and sitting, you're not even in the field.
Yep.
That is when it affects you as a
Yep.
fielder
Yep.
also on what you need to do, because that is why again you see they're playing four all-rounders for some reason: Shivam, Hardik, Axar and Jadeja.
Just
Four
because he can
all-rounders.
ball, just because he can ball, he's not an all-rounder. We've got one quality all-rounder, that is Hardik Pandya. And he's the key difference between India and Pakistan. They do not have that. And yesterday too, he failed with the bat. Look how great he
Yeah,
recovered with the ball. That's the quality of
absolute
Hardik
legend.
Pandya, man. I
Yeah,
absolutely love a very definition of clutch for me.
yeah. I can totally agree, because that is when you come up short in one department, you can always pull through in
Yep.
another department. That's when credit to Hardik. That was excellent bowling. I mean, we'll get to the bowling. Can
Calling
we start
later.
with the bowling? Uh, because you go ahead and you can go through like that.
And
Short.
yeah, I've also noted this has to be mentioned. Akshar Patel's innings here. Such an
Yeah,
important innings, just 20 runs, but the way he up kept the momentum going, and you minus his 20 runs from the total, we've lost the game there.
yeah, exactly. And that is why I feel a lower order batsman like Akshay Patel can come in and apply his mind in the game with in such pressure situation. The batsmen that have followed should hang their head in shames, because he applied himself. He knew is like you have to counter in such a manner. When the spinner came, he took him down the ground with the
Yeah,
straight bat. That
yeah.
is which is how you need to go. You don't have to play. Don't have to be adamant that, oh, this is how I play. I'll play through the line. No, sometimes you have to apply based on the pitch.
It was complete shambles. From 80 for 3 to 119 all out, and with the over remaining, it was
Yeah,
absolute rubbish batting. It's rubbish
yeah,
batting. It is what it is. No matter how good the Pakistani bowling was, you just gave your
yeah.
wickets away.
Correct.
I was
30 runs,
Yeah.
7 wickets lost.
Yeah, I think the par score in this would have been maybe 140. I think I'm a little stretching a little. I think that would have been absolute game on. And
Yeah,
this is where the temperament comes in. See, they're 119, 120 is the target. You need to run a ball.
yeah,
Let's talk about a bit of Pakistan here as well. The mindset they have, Rizwan and
yeah,
Babar comes out. The way they are playing, you can actually figure out the pressure these two guys are carrying. They're basically carrying the entire batting lineup. What do you
yeah.
take on that?
I feel. The moment we posted 120, I felt this is tailor-made for Rizwan and Babar to
Yep,
play the
you
typical
mentioned
innings
that as well.
of run a ball, because we mentioned about it.
Yeah,
It was like if this game was to be salvaged by Pakistan, those two had to play their natural innings. But what they did, they took one, two, three gears down. They
down, yeah.
went. They took there was no pedal, or sorry, the foot of the accelerator. There was like you didn't have to accelerate also. You just needed to just kiss the accelerator pedal, and the Pakistan car would have crossed the finishing line. But these people came in, and I don't know how much pressure they were what pressure they were soaking up, because there was not really that much of pressure there being well. We bowled really well, but then it was more of them
Yeah, it
putting
was their
pressure
game
on
to lose
sensible
because
innings.
when you have 10 wickets in hand and you are just chasing, and you know something what you're chasing. Indians wasn't that case. You know what you're
Yeah.
chasing. I just saw their strike rate, man. They're both are openers, top order batters. Their striking at they have a career strike rate of 129.
Yeah.
Really, Babar Azam, the highest T20 run scorer, about 4,000 runs, and his strike rate is 129. Imagine if that were those were Indians, and they would have, people would have gone crazy on that. But despite
Yeah,
that, they're one of the two best batters. It just speaks about how poor the batting lineup is.
yeah, because they have not thought beyond these two players. I feel,
Hmm.
because there's no one coming up into the from the domestic circuit. Because again, I'll tell you where is the mistake lying up. You see the Test team of Pakistan and you see the white ball team of Pakistan. It's completely different, and
Hmm.
that is why I feel a batsman who doesn't know to play Test cricket will not be a good player even in T20s, even in
Right,
ODIs.
right.
Because what happens is, when you have in Test, you have your basics, right?
Hmm.
That is when you can adapt those skills and then play according to the situation and improve your game in white ball. And that is where I feel a lot of the T20 players in Pakistan team are just pure T20 specialists or white ball specialists who come in, play the white ball game, and then go. Test team is a whole new team, and that is why I feel only these two players who play Test regularly for Pakistan are
Right.
their best batsmen. Also, you can't blame them, but
Despite being not
they're
great, average T20
yeah.
batsmen, they are the best batsmen. Still, they were
No,
cruising.
for them, they are the best batsmen. Is what I was talking about for
Yeah,
Pakistan.
Pakistan. And then, once they got, Babar got it really early. Rizwan took his time, took a lot of time, in fact.
Yeah,
Like you said, instead of just progressing, they were just on a reverse gear. And
yeah.
despite that, they were what they had to need. I think from the highlights that I saw, they needed 40 of 36 balls or something like that with three, I think 7 or 8 wickets in hand. I think 7 wickets in hand. And
Dude,
then the
halfway
revolution
stage, there were 70 for 59, 60 for one,
Hmm.
and they needed 60 of 60 or 59 of 60 in last 10 overs. Okay. And they had 9 wickets in hand. So that is where when you think about it, it's like it was poor. It was Pakistan's to lose, and they lost it royally. Even
Royal.
after playing 20 full overs,
Yep.
20 full overs they played, and they have still not been able to chase 120.
Chase
Says a lot
120.
about
They lost it royally, like you said. It's a royal mess up. But
yeah,
this is where our Indian, bowlers come into play. The leader of the pack, Mr. Jasprit Bumrah. For
God level.
crunch game, that man is insane. You could see that rubbing off on other bowlers as well, especially fast
Yeah.
bowlers. Yeah, you want to add?
Cometh the hour, cometh the man. And that is why I feel these kind of clutch players are the ones that make the difference in such
Yep.
tournaments. Like
Yep.
Virat Kohli last time in the last tournament, you see Jasprit Bumrah today. There's some or the other person is always trying to step up, and but we have few clutch players, and that's why we have lost so many ICC tournaments.
Yep.
This is where the difference lies
Like,
between England team, the Australia team. They have a lot of people who come up clutch. They're
hmm.
not they're not really outstanding players, but then there are moments which it brings the hero out of them when they
Exactly.
actually come. And that is where I feel the mentality of Jasprit and Virat comes up. And Bumrah, I can say without a shadow of doubt, him and Pat Cummins comes up very close second for me, are the best of the lot right now
Yep.
in all three formats.
All
All
three
three formats.
formats.
That was god level bowling, and I feel, dude, every time we were thinking about how would we defend it, there was only one answer that everyone was telling. If
Hmm.
Bumrah comes to the party, we are in the game.
And also, the game was won in the penultimate over only. I think, from what I remember, they needed 18 from the last over. It's very difficult. A big
No,
ground.
it was 20. one of the last overs.
Oh, so then Bumrah just gave away what,
20,
4 runs?
three,
Three
three
runs.
runs.
3 runs. That's where the game was won, the penultimate over. And then this thing, what's his name? Akash,
Ashdeep.
Arshdeep Singh. For him to come to do a cleanup job is a lot more easy. Still a lot of pressure. I think Pakistan
Yeah.
really, shit their pants, man. That one full
You know
toss.
where it turned?
Yeah?
You know where it turned for me? It was I guess, the 16th over that Axar balled only for 2 runs, where Imad Wasim was
Yeah, yep, I
three
read about it.
side cut, playing the square cut for 3 times and missed all 3 times. And that is when the pressure started building up. And I feel that over changed the entire narrative of the game. And that is when India started the follow ballers also bowled really well.
Really well.
And
I think Siraj too.
I have to give a shout out to Rohit also. He held his nerve and not bowled Bumrah in between, like 11 to 15. Because it's easy to, as a captain, you're searching for wickets, try and bring the strike bowler. He kept the 2 overs of Bumrah for the death, and that is when I have to applaud Rohit's captaincy. He kept his cool.
And that's where other, bowlers pitched in as well. The Siraj was great. Ashdeep was good. Jadeja was on a costly and 2 overs. Again, bits and pieces. I think now Manjrekar is starting to make sense a little. It's a proper bits and pieces performance. Hardik was brilliant. And then to finish off, it was still Pakistan's game to lose, bro. That was one full toss from Bumrah. It had to be put away. They were, I don't know what were they doing with the batting.
Nobody looks like they are in rhythm. Like they look like they have just come off some 1 or 2 years international break or something like that.
Yep.
Like they're absolutely looking rusty. And credit, dude, Nasim Shah came and tonked 2 boundaries.
Yep.
And what was the intent being shown by other batsmen?
Yep. And he tried. Even when you play passionately, fans are okay with it. But this is absolutely terrible. I cannot, stand in Pakistani fans' shoes right now, because they invest so much emotionally, financially, and everything. And you get a performance like this. Oh God, I cannot imagine.
Dude, there's some Pakistani fan. He said he sold his tractor to come and.
Jesus. Okay, now they moved from TV to tractor. Great progression.
Yeah, from TV to tractor. They're selling TVs before breaking TVs after post match. That's a tradition they'll continue. But tractor, the guy who sold his tractor at least came up to watch the match.
It's I don't know. Out and out, it was a poor outing from Pakistan. They have so much to recover from playing the next game. India.
One shout out to Hardik Pandya also because he kept bowling those back of the length balls.
Yep.
Because he knew the ball was stopping and coming, and he was coming onto the length that he was bowling was really good, because it is not easy to hit through the line. Either you have to play it off your body or something like that, or he mixed it up really well. And the ball to get who became out, the bouncer that he hit, the slower ball bouncer that Pant caught. Very ingenious.
I think it was Shadab or Fakhar.
Shadab. It was Shadab.
Shadab, both.
Shadab and Shadab.
Yeah, that was brilliant from Hardik Pandya. I think out and all, this will give a lot of confidence to Indian team going on, defending their lowest target ever in T20 internationals. I think we're great, happy on that. Now, my last segment by that, wherein this is something Shreyank actually told, let's do a meme review, because there's plenty of memes. So onus is on to Shreyank now to entertain us. Now, a meme review, Malpagash. Okay.
Because it's a happy moment. We ought to laugh together.
Yeah.
Let's all come together and laugh at Pakistan as we do on a daily basis. So
do it.
So we start with our meme, and obviously it's Twitter, or it is called as X now. So we see some best tweets that we've seen after the game yesterday. So the first one is, can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it. Team Rocket.
Team Rocket. Pokemon and the combination. Team Rocket also makes sense because they are the country where a lot of terrorists come up.
That's a given.
Always face cause trouble, and so that was first one.
Second, Surya Kumar. मैं सूर्य कुमार यादव शपथ लेता हूँ कि हर इम्पोर्टेंट मैच में चोक करूंगा, चोक के सिवा कुछ नहीं करूंगा. दादा chewing-gum तिन्हों दादा मलपेना बार आएगी गुत्तु. It's another one, bro. Shivam Dube and Sky to USA and Canada. You guys will pay for this.
This mandatory post. This is Pakistan. For people who know 1971 war when Pakistan surrendered with
Yep.
93,000 soldiers, that is their Pakistan's military general surrendering to Indian one. So that is a historical context one. And this
Bumrah cooked big time. Bumrah cooked and left no crumbs. Rohit,
this was my favorite yesterday.
Yeah. This is what I just spoke. Uganda, Lora Latsun, Ireland, Scotland. He loves land.
Yeah. He loves it.
Surya Kumar.
This is so true.
Man, commentary is, I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. It's but Surya Kumar and Panpa, his clutch innings was against South Africa when everybody failed against in Australia. That was my most favorite and his most important innings for India. Apart from that, Dalaji.
Because he has a reputation. That is what is disappointing, because he has the game, he has everything. It's just about coming together in a game.
Number one T20 batsman. I can hear this. क्या सोचा था? हार गए ना?
Jai shot to Pakistan team. This is
after it. This is that song. I knew the song of this also.
This is so true.
Bumrah, Rohit. Dube, man. Dube.
I'll not be surprised if somebody gets injured.
What is
you remember this guy? Waqt badal gaya.
Yeah. I just saw his Instagram today. Just badal gaye. Yeah, there was Isho Speed also. Virat Kohli.
Yeah, Isho Speed.
Yeah, he had turned up. A day. Yeah, this is another one. A day without immunity.
You know what is the biggest joke? The biggest joke is their Prime Minister came after the first innings, put a tweet that great bowling performance by Pakistan. Now it's going to be easy for the team to win. That entire country, the entire country is a premature ejaculation.
Yeah.
From their birth as a country to everything that they are in, they always come up with such a ridiculous way to lose situations. It's only they can do it.
Moving on, Babarism. I think this is Sapna Tuta Hai Do Hai. I am not a big fan of his captaincy also, man. Very, very defensive captain.
Yeah.
Not good for the current modern T20.
Yeah, very, very average.
For Bawal, he's a Sala system. Hey, Bawal cheese है baseball का.
Bawal cheese है.
Sala system हिल जाता है. Oh,
yeah, this was the situation.
Yep. This is where you win it from. That 1% Virat Kohli keeps talking about. Mokul.
These YouTubers.
Obzi the Ling. Obzi. I think first time ಇದು meme ಒಂದು the victory is so good that our Pandit Prajaniji feels good when you lose from the cause of the defeat.
I guess one of the few times when the entire country comes together and celebrates something. Very few occasions we get it. We get these kind of moments, and it was nice to have it last night, even though it was late here in the night. Now, I'd say now the cricket fans will know what us football fans feel when we watch matches at 1:30 a.m. in the night.
Yeah,
welcome to the.
It went deep into the late evenings, but win now. As long as you keep winning, no complaints. As usual, thanks for joining, bro. With your busy schedule and everything, thanks for joining. Hopefully, India and Malpu nandu. I think with that, nama ee video the end barka. As usual, guys, if you like my content, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Take care. Bye.
Bye.